Hi everyone, this is Tamara with Empower Multimedia. I'll be showing you how to apply for a nonprofit in Georgia. Stay tuned. You will have to start a nonprofit in Georgia according to the rules of the state and then apply for 501c3 status with the IRS. Let's see how to do that. Firstly, you have to name your nonprofit organization. Make sure to pick a name that complies with Georgia naming requirements. Follow the naming guidelines. The name you pick for your organization must include corporation, incorporated, company, limited, or an abbreviation of one of those words. The name must be under 80 characters. If the name of your organization includes words such as bank or banking, then you must first get written approval from the Department of Banking and Finance. If the name of your organization includes words such as insurance, fidelity, or assurance, you must first get written approval from the Office of Insurance and Safety Fire Commissioner. After that, make sure the name is completely unique by clicking on the first link in the description. This is a name search where you can type in the name you desire and look up if there's any other organizations under that name. Once it's all clear and you have your name ready, you can move on to finding a registered agent. A registered agent is a professional who will serve as your organization's representative to the state while you operate your business. They will receive correspondence such as compliance information and tax notifications on behalf of your organization. Anyone can be your nonprofit's registered agent as long as they meet the requirements. You may choose to be your own registered agent, but it's important to understand that missing even one filing deadline or losing a document could revoke your nonprofit's corporation status, so it's a really good idea to outsource. The next step is forming a board of directors. This is an essential part in creating and operating a nonprofit in Georgia. These people will advocate for your organization's best interests in everything from finances to public relations. The organization structure of your nonprofit in Georgia must include at least 3 directors not related to each other. To be eligible to apply for 501c3 status, your nonprofit is required to have the following 2 documents: bylaws and conflict of interest policy. Bylaws are the rules outlining the operating procedures of the nonprofit. A conflict of interest policy is the collection of rules put in place to ensure that any decisions made by the board of directors or the officers benefits the nonprofit and not individual members. To register your nonprofit, you will need to file the Articles of Incorporation for a Georgia corporation. You can either file online on the link in the description or by mail through this PDF. The link to a PDF will be in the description. You will need to create a document that includes 6 articles. Firstly, the name of the corporation. The second article must say, the corporation is organized pursuant to the Georgia Nonprofit Corporation Code. The third article must include the street address and county of the initial registered office and the legal name of the initial registered agent at that office in this state. The fourth article must include the name and address of each incorporator. The fifth article will have to include a statement indicating whether or not the corporation will have members. For example, the corporation will have members or the corporation will not have members. Lastly, the sixth article will include the mailing address of the corporation's principal office, if different from the registered office. Print and sign this document and send it to the address on top of the first page of this document. Include a filing fee of $110. Next, you will need to get an EIN, an Employer Identification Number, or Federal Tax Identification Number, FTIN. This number is used by the federal government to identify a business entity. It is essentially a social security number for the company. Before a nonprofit can apply for 501c3 status, it must elect at least 3 directors not related to each other, file the certificate of incorporation with the required provisions, adopt the bylaws and conflict of interest policy, have an EIN number. Once these 4 conditions have been met, your nonprofit can apply for 501c3 tax-exempt status by filing Form 1023 online. You will find the link to this form in the description. Make sure to read this document carefully as it goes in depth on what you need to do when applying. If your application is approved, the IRS will send you a determination letter stating that your organization is exempt from federal taxes under Section 501c3. And that's how to file for a nonprofit in Georgia. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe, share, like, and comment. If you have any recommendations for future videos, please post them in the comments.